I'm Jason Epperson. This is RV Miles, and it's time for the latest in RV and camping news. Welcome back, everybody. This episode is sponsored by our friends at eTrailer.com. People are often asking me, where online can I go find parts for my RV? Sometimes it's hard to find them at dealership websites. You don't want to pay a certain dealership chain. You don't want to go to Amazon, or Amazon doesn't have the product you're looking for. eTrailer.com has everything. Whether you need a small part for your water heater or you need a full brand new refrigerator, you can find it over at eTrailer.com. And they have a really cool new feature. They now have an installer locator. So when you find the product you're looking for and you don't have the time or the knowledge to install it, click on the schedule and installation button, and they're going to give you a list of local installers near you. It's going to have reviews of those installers, and it's going to show you how often that installer has installed products like that. So when you need to find a trusted RV part installer quickly, head over to eTrailer.com and use their install locator to schedule an install today. Okay, it's a light week this week. We don't have a ton of news, but there are a couple big pieces of news. It's been a big week, particularly for quarterly earnings reports on Wall Street. And in the RV industry, things continue to get rough for Winnebago, who also manufactures Newmar motorhomes and Grand Design towables. Winnebago Industries stock had its worst day in 2 years as it was announced that the RV maker missed profit expectations by a wide margin. Winnebago reported adjusted earnings of 28 cents per share for their fourth quarter fiscal 2024, missing the Zacks consensus estimate of 91 cents, plunging 82.3% year over year. Gross profit for the full fiscal year was $433.5 million, a decrease of 26% compared to the $586.1 million in fiscal 2023. A lot of that profit decrease is related to various higher operating expenses, including things like startup costs associated with the launch of the Grand Design motorized business, but also due to higher warranty expenses, which you might think would be related to Grand Design towables, which have received a lot of scrutiny over frame issues, particularly this year. But in the investor conference call that I listened in on, Winnebago CEO Mike Happy actually attributed most of the higher warranty costs with Winnebago towables, not Grand Design. Winnebago has their own line of towables, but Happy also cited quality issues within the Winnebago towable brand. It was really surprising to hear him actually mention that they're having some quality issues in that brand that they're looking to right. Don Clark, who is the president of Grand Design, has been moved over to head all Winnebago towables. So he's still heading Grand Design, but they've brought him over to Winnebago towables to sort of right the ship over there, according to some of the statements that were made on the call. Winnebago also announced that it will be laying off 33 workers from its Forest City, Iowa facility on November 22nd. They announced that via federally required WARN notice. The company said it will provide affected employees severance packages, career counseling, and assistance in finding new job opportunities. The company has more than 6,100 employees, so this isn't a ton of their workforce, and those employees are spread across Iowa, Florida, Indiana, and Minnesota. Upon the release of the earnings report, Winnebago stock tumbled over 10% on Wednesday, but has largely recovered those losses, down about 3.5% over the last week. Camping World has also released its latest earnings report. This one's for their third quarter of their fiscal year. I haven't had the time to dive deep into it as it was just released before I'm recording this, but the world's largest RV dealership chain's third quarter shows revenue essentially flat, but with a big swing toward new RV sales away from used RV sales. The average selling price of new vehicles declined 7.4% during the third quarter, driven primarily by lower cost of 2024 model year travel trailers and discounting of pre-2024 model year new vehicles. The average selling price of used vehicles declined about the same amount. Same-store new vehicle unit sales, though, increased 28.8% for the third quarter, and same-store used vehicle unit sales decreased 20.5%. Camping World had a very strong strategy as the RV market started to sour to gobble up a lot of used units and start to sell those. They noted that people were very, very price sensitive last year, especially, and moving into this year. Gross profit was $498.5 million, a decrease of $24.6 million or 4.7%. Camping World was on a dealership acquisition spree during the last couple of years, but the total number of store locations has actually decreased by 2 stores over the last year to 207. But the report indicated that more acquisitions may be on the horizon. I should note here that Thor and Lippert Components, 2 of the largest RV stocks out there, should be announcing their quarterly reports soon. I think Lippert is on November 7th or something like that. It'll be interesting to see what's going on there because, as many people know, the RV industry has been struggling, but most stocks in the RV industry have been steadily rising over the course of this year, save for Winnebago that's remained pretty flat. If your RV has a GE air conditioner, it might be getting recalled. GE Appliances is recalling nearly 5,000 RV air conditioners equipped with a soft start device. Soft starts are something that allow the unit to start up without a huge spike of power so that you can run them on a generator or off your battery power. The soft start in these units might fail and overheat, increasing the risk of a fire. You'll find a complete list of the affected models that I'll link to in the description. You'll likely be getting a notice from your RV manufacturer. Owner notification letters are expected to be mailed in late November, I know, for at least Forest River motorhomes that use GE air conditioners. Others, I would imagine, will be in the same time frame or so. Replacement or repair will be free, but what the actual remedy is still under development. That's it for this week's RV and camping news roundup. Like I said, it's a light week, not a lot going on here this week, but there are some big stories out there. We'll see what happens over the course of the next week. We hope you check out some of our recent videos, especially over on the RV Miles podcast. Did you know we have an entirely separate YouTube channel, the RV Miles podcast YouTube channel, or of course, the RV Miles podcast can be found on podcast apps as well, and it's a bit longer, a bit more drawn out. And I talked about the Grand Design Winnebago issue a little bit more in length on last week's episode. You might want to check that out over there. The link is in the description below. Thanks a lot, everybody, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.